What's going on, Lady Navoa? My guy, the Moss Network. I'm about to get started, y'all. How y'all doing this evening? Y'all drop something in the chat for me. Let y'all know I'm here. Let me know y'all here. And let me know if y'all hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. I need to make sure my audio good before I come on camera and show you all this chocolatey goodness. You know what I'm saying? Those who know me know I don't talk like that for real. I'm just playing, bro. I'm not that conceited. But drop a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. And we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm by myself today, so y'all give me just a second. All right. All right, y'all, what's going on? So y'all can hear me, so let's go ahead and cook. Here to have an interesting conversation today, right? Yeah, this one's gonna be very interesting. Let me see. Shout out to my guy at the Moss Network here in my city, man. An avid listener of our podcast. if y'all don't know, we actually do a podcast separate from YouTube. We just now starting to really upload our podcast to YouTube in video form. But as far as audio go, Google Play, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to your podcast, you definitely will find the 5100 podcast there. You know what I'm saying? How you doing today, Lady Novoa? Somebody I always see in a black man on Filter Chat, Sir Hill, probably my favorite content creator. So I see you over there a lot, always showing love. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give both of y'all a wrench. You guys are pretty solid. So let me give both of y'all a wrench, and then we'll get started. Let me give you a wrench. Like I said, I'm by myself, so I'm doing all this shit at one time. All right. She is now a moderator, and so is the Mouse Network. All right, so let me get into today's conversation because I gotta work later, so I ain't gonna be here too long, right? So let's talk about it. So y'all see the title, right? Single. Why do black men choose the women that they choose, right? Now I came about this conversation. This is one of those conversations I was hit with passionately. Like it just came to me after some things went on Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. So yesterday I had a conversation with my child's mother, right? And she called me basically talking about child support money, right? Now, I've been on child support for almost 4 years, if not 4 years. My daughter was 3. She's now 7. So roughly 4 years I've been on child support, right? So she calls me and she says the child support didn't come through. Now, I was unaware of it, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, let me check my check stub. Let me make sure, you know what I'm saying, that I'm not tripping. Maybe I did. Maybe it did come out. Maybe it didn't, but let me check. So I go and check, and sure enough, it didn't come out. So I told her, it'll be there next check. I had just started this new job. So I was expecting that it might come out this time because this was my second check, but it didn't. So she felt the way about it or whatever. And this is the first time I got paid every 2 weeks. Like I get paid every 2 weeks. I ain't got paid every 2 weeks in like 4 years because I've been working jobs that pay me every week. You know what I'm saying? So I've been kind of on a different journey right now. I'm getting ready to go to school, to drive and stuff like that. So a lot going on at one time, but I never did not handle my responsibilities as a father. So she just says, well, why don't you just go down there and put something on it? Now, I'm going to tell you why I won't do that, right, as a single father. Because, for one, when they put me on the child support, the amount that they wanted me to pay was way too much. Even when we were in the courtroom, even she looked at me like, when they told us the number, even she looked like, whoa, that's too much. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, bro. Even she looked at me like, that's too much money. But she didn't say it. She just looked at me, then looked away, and then they basically finalized everything, gave me the paperwork. It was over. So I never even agreed with that. But over time, I basically been consistent as far as overall paying this child support. So she got to saying, well, you're just so inconsistent. You don't do this, you don't do that. And I'm like, have you not been getting child support all year? She's like, well, there was sometimes you miss. I only miss when I switch a job. When I have a job, it's coming out. And not only do I do that, I take care of things with my daughter when she's with me, and I don't ask you for a quarter. So as she's talking, it's getting a little heated, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting there thinking, you have this unrealistic expectation of me to be perfect. Like, that's how I see it, because I can't make a mistake. I can't switch a job. I can't go through anything. And the courts hold me accountable. My credit gets held accountable. Anything. If I miss a payment, I'm gonna pay it back. I have to. It goes towards my ridiculous back pay that I was assigned from day one. So I'm just sitting there thinking how unrealistic she is, and honestly how ungrateful she is, because last year I gave her like $7,000 out of my pocket. It was like $6,000 out of my pocket, out of my taxes. She took that, you know what I'm saying? She had that, covered all my daughter's cheerleading expenses for the whole year. No appreciation. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Man of Prestige, what's happening, bro? Good to see you in here. I'm surprised to see you here, brother. What's going on? So, but like I said, I can understand her frustration of not getting it, because she said my daughter had a whole bunch of school supply stuff. But I'm like, what have you been doing with the $850 a month you've been getting? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing with that? So that's how I'm looking at it. Like, I've been paying it enough to where you got what you have what she needs. You know what I'm saying? So I know you're probably thinking, well, what does this have to do with the title? What am I getting at? Well, I realized that I chose wrong. And you hear that a lot in these spaces. You know, you better choose the right woman. You didn't get this result. You chose the wrong woman. I agree with that for the most part, right? I don't really have an issue with that. But here's the thing. We don't get into, in our community especially, we don't really break down what the right woman is, or how you even got to the point where you choose this person. So that leads me to the title of this show. If you sit back and think, especially if you're single mother raised like I was, your example constantly of what a woman is your mother, right? That's how you base your choice in woman. Like, that's where that comes from. It's what you see. Now, in our community, you hear a lot of, we need to see more black men loving black women. Not a statement I disagree with, but it is a statement that I think that people don't truly understand, because we've always said that. We've actually never said we need to see more black women loving black men. And the assumption is black women do. And I'm not saying that's wrong. What I am saying is, you look at relationships today and you look at how black men have been talked about for generations. We're talking national TV conversations, talking about the faults and failures of black men. So, as I brought up, men choose the woman based off of their mother. That's kind of true for the most part, especially for single mother raised boys. So what kind of mother did he have? Well, we know the poverty rate. We know the income level of most black women. It's around $40,000. Well, no, it's around $35,000 a year. So depending on how many children she has, that's a tough living. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, father's not there. What do we do when we talk about the father not being there? The first thing we think is, well, he must abandon his children. That's how we have a matriarchal mindset. We don't see it from the other angle mostly in our community. It's just now starting to happen where the conversation is being had that black men could be ran off. Black men could be abused by the system. Like, that's why this space is so important. That's why I always defend it to the death of me, because I'm one of those fathers that understood later. So anyway, let's get into me a little bit. What kind of mother did I have? I'll say the good first. She's a hardworking mother. She always worked. She always provided. She could cook. You know what I'm saying? She was affectionate for the most part. But that's the characteristics that I like in a woman, right? Then now I'm gonna go to what it was like being a boy up in that house. I was always told I liked my black ass daddy. I was always told my daddy didn't care for me or didn't love me. I was even told I was gonna be just like him, right? When I got in trouble, which I'm not gonna sit here and act like I was a saint. Y'all probably can tell by how I carry myself in some of these panels of YouTube streets. I'm pretty hard nosed, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got myself in a whole lot of trouble. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I was innocent. But the things that would go on, like extension cord whoopings, being hit in the face as a child, being called bees, all type of stuff, like just stuff that was demeaning to me, especially as a boy. That's what I was used to. Now, but there's no person on earth that I love more than my mama, except my daughter now. You know what I'm saying? But that's who I love the most. That's who was my feminine image. That's who I held up to a high standard. As a boy, I was saying, Happy Father's Day to my mother because my dad wasn't there. So she would also tell me what I should look for, what I should be for a woman. Black mothers and mothers in general, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I know for sure black mamas, unless you come from the pimp game, don't put you on game about women. They only tell you what you should be. You should be a great man. You should treat her well. You should respect her. You should love her. What we're usually not taught in a single mother raised home is what we should expect. It's basically like, just get you a girl that love you and have your kids. My mother even was at the point where she was like, I want pretty grandbabies. So if I'm coming out of a house that's toxic, no man really there, and her word is bond, her word is law. So what happens is a lot of brothers get out here, get in relationships, and they choosing women off of physical attributes. They're choosing the fact that they can get some box. They're not really looking at the characteristics of a wife, because most of us never seen our mother be a wife. And the assumption would be all the time in our community, the assumption is, well, men weren't stepping up to the plate. That's always been the assumption. Men never step up to the plate. Here you go. Moss Network. It's not uncommon. Like, people try to make it, but it's not uncommon, right? I'm gonna leave it out there for a while so y'all can understand. It's not just me. Okay. So I'm out here trying to figure out relationships. So I find this woman. You know what I'm saying? And you know what was crazy? She reminded me of my mother. Now, that's supposed to be a good thing. Remember what I told you. Boys look at their mother as the cream of the crop, or the idea of what a woman should be. And for the most part, we can all say that's true. Most brothers say they want a woman like their mama, whether she's a good mother or a bad mother. That's kind of what they look for. So I'm saying I found this woman that reminds me of my mother. Lord have mercy, I didn't know what that shit meant then. Because it got to a point where when we were young, because this was my high school sweetheart. So when we were young, everything was fun, exciting. Sex was off the chain, you know what I'm saying? We were physically in love with each other. We loved physical things about each other. And I was going off what my mother told me. As long as she loves you and she's there for you, that's a good woman. That's the woman you should be. You just got to make sure you're the great man. So I got to the point I'm paying 100% of the bills, and I'm putting in the work. But what I'm starting to realize as a man, right? Now my mother ain't here. It's just me. I'm here. I'm the man of this home. Now I'm responsible for what goes on. Now I'm realizing what I need as a man. So what my mother said, I'm still doing, but now I'm starting to see for myself why it's important to have certain respectable traits in a woman. But you don't understand this being a single mother raised black boy. You just don't. It doesn't happen like that. You go with the idea that I'm supposed to be this wonderful man, but you really have no idea what a woman should be for you. This is all facts, no cap. Because a lot of us go through this. We just go choosing what we like physically and not understanding the mental, not understanding the emotional, not understanding like any of the things that truly matter when it comes to a long-term relationship. If you think about it, and this is for sisters too, because a lot of them raised by just women. We get in this space where We only looking at the physical component, and we're looking at how we feel. Now think about that. Think about physical component and how you feel. What do those two things have in common? I want to see what y'all think. I want to see if y'all can answer this question. Shout out my co-host, man, Tez the Five, man. I'm in here cooking, this evening before I go to work. So want to holler at the good people. There we go. Brink. Of course it's Brink that get it right. And they both can change, but they're both temporary. So if you in this situation where you want a forever thing, it's mostly based off of temporary things. Physical looks fade. Feelings fade. So eventually it's going to have to be something else that carries this relationship further. It's got to be something of substance, bro. So you in this situation as a man or a woman, but specifically a man right now, your woman is physically attractive to you. You know what I'm saying? You like the way it feels when you have sex with her. You like the way you feel when you look at her. But you don't have the right components that it takes to have a long-term relationship. I'm not speaking on everybody right now, even though I know a lot of people can relate. I'm speaking on me. I'm speaking on what I experienced for myself, doing what I was supposed to do as a husband. See, this is the thing. This is the dynamic we don't talk about. Black boys are taught how to treat women. They definitely are. A lot of black women are not taught how to treat a man because they don't have a man in the home. The woman only tells you what you should expect out of a man. Mothers do that. Mothers don't really break down for boys or girls what a man is supposed to get or what a man is supposed to expect. That's not a conversation that's usually had. Now, like I said, this isn't for everybody. I'm stroking with a broad brush, but people understand what I'm saying, right? So let me move into the next phase of this. I told y'all I went through a lot of abuse as a child. I accept it. I've dealt with it. And I moved on. And what is being taught is a bunch of facts. And that's a good point too, Lady Nabo. I'm not even sitting here saying that mothers should be able to do. It's really not the mother's job to give you this real world view in the way that a man can do it. Like, I'm not even saying that, a mother should have. But see, that goes into a whole nother idea, which was where I was gonna go. For generations, black men and men in general have told women, you cannot raise a man by yourself. And black women fought back against that. They said, yes, I can. Yes, I can. So off that premise, let's say that's true. You can raise a man. Why are you not raising a man that understands what he deserves from a woman? Because you can't teach that. Women don't think like that, bro. Unfortunately, that's just not the reality. You don't think like that. So that boy is basically, you're turning him into a lollipop ass nigga that can easily be licked. Let me run that back. You're turning him into a lollipop ass nigga that could easily be licked. It wasn't until I had a conversation with my dad, but I was already too far in, where he told me don't marry that woman. Should have listened. But I didn't have my dad the whole time. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But you're turning your son into a lollipop. And we did an episode about this single mothers raise simps. It was a podcast we did. We're actually going to do a different version of it, with the effect that single mothers have on young women. We're going to actually do that too. But you're making him into this perfect pig for the slaughter, because girls come out here knowing what they want from dudes. Like, they know what they should be getting from dudes. Guys don't know that when they come out in this world. And that's even that's definitely from a single mother raised home. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I'm going to use my guy Tez, right? My guy Tez chose a wife that is just like his mother. I wish y'all knew us in real life. If you can see Tez's wife and you can see Tez's mother, they're one and the same. godly. Okay, these women are godly. The way they move, the way they carry themselves, soft spoken. You barely hear them when they're talking. Sweethearts, helpmates, like they are that. They will do whatever for their man. You can see it on them when you talk to them. You can hear it. You can feel it. I didn't choose that. I chose what I was raised by. I chose a physically attractive, combative woman that had the mindset, the mentality that it's all me. For whatever reason, she had that mentality. She had an abusive mentality. I went through some things with my wife, my ex-wife. Now, I didn't fight her. I would wrestle her, get her up off me, because like, ain't no woman finna whoop my ass. But she tried it. She would talk crazy. She would call me out my name. And I was just like, whatever, she loved me. This a part of relationships. But when I left that relationship is when I started to see the difference. Now, when I left that relationship, I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. If she had a vagina, a mouth, and some thighs, and some cheeks, I was hitting her. Can't even lie. When I got out that marriage, nigga, I turned up. I can't even lie to you. But in that process of turning up, I got to see even more. I dealt with girls. I dealt with dudes' wives, dudes' girlfriends, single women, virgins. It's like when I left that relationship, so much more opened up to me, and I got to start to talk to different women, see different women' perspective and how they were raised, and that's when I understood. Like, yeah, if I'm gonna be married again, it's most likely gonna be to a woman that respects men, that was raised by men, that have a father or a consistent father figure in her life, because she'll have a certain respect for men that she'll just understand how to do stuff. So I think what sisters, this submissive word and this respect word get confusing to people is because our community just doesn't understand that. Just don't. If you really think about it, I'm gonna speak to men on this. We value respect more than love. So my mother was telling me what I should be or what I should expect when it comes to love. But she don't understand that men don't really value love the same way women do. We appreciate respect. Like, that's our number one thing. We gotta have respect from our woman. I have enough respect and understanding of me to, when you get mad, you don't curse me out. You have enough respect to bottle it up or channel it in a different way that comes off respectful. So let's keep going. My mother told me what she wanted in a man. Hold on. Shout out to Tez the Fire Man. Gave a super chat to the channel. Preach to them, bro. The truth always lands where it needs to. Facts. But yeah, so she taught me what she wanted in a man, and she didn't even have that in a man. What do you think that means, bro? She told me that I should be this, but she didn't have that. The guy she had wasn't like that. I remember the guys, my ex stepfathers, they wasn't like what she said. They were like me, the person that I actually am today. The nigga that put his foot down, that hold his own. I ain't gonna let you talk to him no kind of way. But she couldn't teach me that. So why black men have pushed back against this narrative that you can raise a man. It wasn't to hurt your feelings, ladies. It's a fact. You can't teach him how to do this, bro. You can't teach him how to be a man with a woman. The only thing you're gonna be able to tell him is what you want in a man. That's what you're doing. And a lot of y'all teach that and don't have that man, because that's really not what you're attracted to. You see how those two things can collide? Shout out to my guy Sir Hell in the chat. I always showing love. Probably the best content creator in these spaces. Yeah, I said it. The man is the GOAT. Love the way he handles himself. As a black man, he purports himself very well. Has a very strong and positive message. Can't do nothing but respect that. But Sir Hell will put that foot down. I keep telling y'all, Sir Hell a real one, man. Don't let that suit and that I ain't even gonna go there. It's all love, brother. But so I basically laid down my premise. Now, I will drop a link in the chat. If anybody wants to come on, you definitely can and have this conversation with me. I pretty much laid out what I had to say, but I got a few more things to say, but this is pretty much what I had to say, man. Jenny, what's happening? I knew you was going to make it in here eventually. Best moderator in the game. This man runs 15 channels at once, it seemed like. Shout out to you, love. So this kind of brings me to another point. When I look at the space that people call the manosphere. Yes, I'm going there. I'm gonna go there because I some things got to be said. Now, I basically said I'm done with panels. If it's not Sir Hell, Black Man Unfiltered, I like What We Know podcast. I'm gonna reach out to him. He reached out to us, so I'm definitely gonna reach out to him. But that's probably it for me when it comes to panels. We got the first member, Sir Hell. Shout out to you, my brother. Appreciate the support, man. You know, that's where we upload our video podcast, man. We're trying to get that on the ground. We'll have more perks coming soon. I appreciate you doing that, brother. Always a supporter. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel too. I'm telling you, Sir Hell on a different level, bro. Sir Hell is what the manosphere was supposed to be, in my perfect opinion. Humble opinion, but it is a perfect opinion. All right, so when it comes to the manosphere, my thoughts about the manosphere, right? There's a lot to be said in these spaces. I've seen a lot of people go live, other content creators. It's better to stay away from chaos, not your glass of bourbon. I like that. I'm gonna have to use that. I'm gonna say my my glass of cognac. If I'm a cognac sipper, but when it comes to this space, what it was supposed to be was a space where men could fellowship, politic, and as Dr. Tiosan Johnson, shout out to him, he said this is a space where we compared notes. And what he meant by that was our experiences as Black men. Because what really gets lost in the fact that this space is now popular is that it's relatively new. Black men have not really had a voice for generations. And this is the first time we've had a space where we could talk and other Black men and women will come here to listen. So this ties into why I did this show, because forever in our community, one side has been told, and it's been aggressively aiming at the negativity of Black men, whether true or false, whether a small percentage or a high percentage. That's always been the focus. So this space was necessary. It's still necessary. So I'm going to defend it at all costs. So some of these content creators that come out here making everything negative, the manosphere, and making everything positive, the Black woman, I got an issue with that. And I'm not supporting channels like that. I'm not getting on panels like that. I'm not. That goes against the message. Now, what I won't do is I won't make no videos dissing you. I don't move like that. I believe in what Kevin Samuel was preached towards the end, the Black male image. We don't beef. And shout out to Sir Hell. We talked in the back chat. That's a pact me and a brother made. We ain't doing no beefing. We're here to make a move. We're here to get the message out, and we're here to make money. If we beefing with each other, we ain't really doing that the right way. So I ain't doing it. But I'm not for what's going on in this space today. Too much backbiting, too much tough talking, and too much anti-woman stuff. This is not what this space was supposed to be. You're not supposed to be anti-woman. I'm not a supporter of a lot of philosophies, but as a Black man dealing with other Black men, I will not go against you unless you're harming our community, unless your rhetoric is really harmful. I'm not gonna go against you. And even if I do go against you, it'll be on your phone, it'll be in your face, it'll be in a back chat. It will not be live. I might have a question for you live, but I won't get in your ass like I would behind the scenes. Ask about me. I get to people straight up and real. I get to them straight up and real, bro. That's just how I move. And I'm tying this all together because in this space, we have to be able to tell our story. And anybody that comes in this space trying to separate it, trying to lie, trying to recreate another message, we can't allow that. Now, I will say, this space today is not what it used to be. It's become a money machine mostly. It's become too heavily focused on problems versus solutions. But that's why I like, so people like Sir Hill and Black Man Unfiltered. We have conversations to actually get to a point of understanding. And my position has always been, most of us, it need to be just men. I'm fine with women coming in these spaces, but when it comes to channels, when it comes to frequent panelists, it needs to be men. And the reason I say that is because you got guys that don't know how to act around women. And shout out to Jenny. Exactly. The message is getting lost in the sauce. Exactly. There are platforms that I just won't mention out of respect. But there are platforms that are centered around drama. And it's like, that's become the biggest subscriber count, which says a lot about us. But I don't subscribe to them channels. I just don't. It's not the message I want to see. I'm not here to beef. I'm not here to do all that. That ain't what I'm here for. This was supposed to be a space for men to congregate, fellowship, compare notes, and get to a better place as Black men. It was not to be fighting. That's not what this was for. This was not a space to attack women. This is a space where us as Black men could speak on our issues with women that we deal with, because in the mass media, these conversations won't be had. So we had to have it. In the barbershop, these conversations were had. But when a woman walked in that barbershop, so this space has said, no, I'm not allowing that. I'm not having our space turn into what women in the 90s were doing, in the 80s when they were on shows, just going in. I didn't see this space becoming the equivalent to what feminism did on the Oprah show. That's not what I envisioned. It was just to tell the story. I'm not trying to get even. That's not my mentality. You know what I'm saying? And that's why me and Tez, we got this, this philosophy. You got the red pill, you got the blue pill, you got the purple pill, you got the black pill. Look, man, we real pill. I don't get on here talking about nothing I don't know. Tez the same way. We giving our life experience, bro. Relationship experience, bro. I was a man that was with one woman for 12 years. I can speak about marriage. I can speak about relationships. I can speak about custody. I can speak about child support. I can speak about sex. I can speak about these things. The problem is you got too many content creators coming up here talking about shit they don't know and selling you courses and telling you don't date a single mother because this will happen. Well, bruh, stop it. You can have your position that you don't. Ted said if he ever divorced his wife, he would never date a single mother. I don't have one issue with that. And there's no but to come behind that. My only issue is when you telling other men not to do that. You would be a damn fool if you meet a good woman, respectable, with a decent situation, and you pass her up because she has a child. I think that's foolish, but I wouldn't knock you if you made that choice. I'm not going to tell you you're more of a man if you take care of a man's child, and I'm not going to tell you you're less of a man if you don't. That's your choice as a man, brother. Do what you got to do, but stand up in whatever position you in. Stand up in there. That shit. Don't fold. Don't come crying about it. Have a conversation about it. Figure out ways to get better at doing it. But I don't want to hear no complaints. Make your choice and stand on it. And when you talk to your brother's fellowship, congregate, ask for advice, gain wisdom. But this space today, it's lost its way. But that's why my circle is fortified. The people I deal with in this space, I rock with. I say this all the time. Sir Hell is what our image needs to be as black men. And I don't mean the only one. I mean, he's the image that represents us in a good way. Because he's a married man, he's a father, all of that. And let me address this, because this is something I have an issue with too. They say you a simp. But you're right. You're exactly right. And this is where dudes kill me. Because first of all, people like to change these definitions to fit their fucking narrative. That's all I'm saying. That's cap. A simp is simple. A simp is a man that will do anything and everything for female validation, even turn in his testosterone and his testicles. That is a simp, plain and simple. A man that'll pay a woman ain't necessarily a simp. That's a trick. And they say it ain't tricking if you got it. That ain't my saying, but whatever. So now when you hear, and that's another thing, these words getting distorted. It's just a fact. Guys are not living this life of like these guys will have you believe they living like NBA players almost. Like I'm hitting everything I'm trying. I'm striking none but baddies. And it's like, man, look, I got some baddies. Yeah, you feel me? If you check out my trophy case of women, I got some baddies in there. It's also some gargoyles. It's also probably a woman that used to be a lot lizard. It's probably a woman. Let me chill. But the point is, a lot of these guys, they lie. And me and Tez came into this space shaking shit up. Because we came into this space keeping it real, bro. I have projections, I have aspirations, and I have goals that I want to accomplish, right? But I'm not gonna sit here and like, y'all killing me. I'm not gonna sit here and lie like I'm just some alpha male. If you want to consider me alpha, cool. I'm just a man, bro. Straight up and down. There's certain things you ain't gonna be able to do to me. Certain things you ain't gonna be able to say to me without bagging that shit up. There's certain principles I stand on, I won't fold. And let me tell you another thing that gets left out in these conversations. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna repeat it. Men, you cannot be a leader without God. Let me say that again, because I know it's unpopular and you might have heard that and thought you didn't hear that. So let me say it one more time. Men, you cannot lead without God. It's an impossible job without him. I'm telling you what I know, because I tried it. You cannot lead without God. When I started to lead with God is when things got better for me. You cannot do it. You cannot identify things that will trip you up without God. You don't have that voice in your head to guide you, right? And your woman, if she doesn't see that God in you, she's just following a man. That's not good enough. It's okay to be a man. You should be a man, but it should have of God behind it. Anyway, I'm not gonna go too heavy in this, but I brought up this conversation is because black men have been led astray, and it's not just by black women. I'm just speaking on that angle today. We've had to figure out what it is to be a man, a lot of us, versus having the training from a man for whatever reason. And my assumption is not because a nigga didn't care about his kid. I don't take that position, even though I know there are positions out there like that. But I'm telling you from my own personal experience, being kept away from my child, having to fight for my child, that's not always the case. But be that as it may, brothers, we got to get to a space where we just take back the reins, bro. And if she ain't with it, I like Sir Hale said this the other day. That woman don't want to be married. Stop talking to her. Stop having her on your panel. That ain't their position. Fuck them. It's got to be attitude. Fuck them. Work with the women that want that. Work with the women that's willing to put their work in. And if I had to tell brothers what you should look for in a woman, there are, of course, individual things that you want. But I'm gonna tell you something you got to have as a man of God and a leader of your home. First and foremost, respect. And respect covers you as a man, you as a follower of God, respect for God, a fear of God, and a respect of your word in their home. If you don't have that, the rest of it don't even matter. You got to have the respect. She got to have that respect for you. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. If she'll talk crazy to you for minor things or even major things, if she'll talk crazy to you, it ain't it. If you want a marriage, if you want a family, I'm not saying she can never get upset. That ain't what I'm saying, ladies. So don't misunderstand me. But how does she handle it? I look at it like this: a woman that is upset but has enough respect for you enough to sit down and have a conversation versus screaming and shouting and throwing ad hominem attacks at you. You got to have that. If you ain't heard it from nobody else, you heard it here. If you don't have that, bro, I don't care how fat her ass is, how big them things, and trust me, I understand. Because I like, look, man. I like me some cheeks, nigga. Don't get me wrong, but I passed up a lot of cheeks in my time. Just recently, a couple weeks ago, at the gas station. At the car wash. Whew. Thick ass little thing, right? Nigga. I wanted to shoot at her, but she don't respect herself or what she had on. Now, I could have been like, she don't respect herself. I don't see her as a wife, but I could knock that ass down. Whew. But I'm training myself. Now, I ain't saying I got it right, so don't nobody over here hold me to this as far as like perfection standard. You can call me out if you see me doing it wrong. My mindset now is I will not stick my key in any house I won't make my home. Ooh! Let me say that again. I will not stick my key in any house I do not see being a home. Hey, I outdid myself with that one. Somebody type that in the chat for me, man. That was cold. See, God working through me right now. But what that basically means, man, I will not stick my key in any house I can't make a home. What that means is I ain't even trying to hit women that I don't see being wifely material. That's my position today. Because a lot of stuff comes from that. Most times you'll be all right, you move on, but you have soul tie. I got a stalker right now, and I ain't even smash her. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't. I want a woman I can call my own. I want a wife. I want to sneak up behind her while she's making the biscuits and eggs in the morning. I don't even want to do nothing. I just want to sneak up behind her and walk off. You know what I'm saying? You hear me what I say? Damn straight. Get the uncle finger, you know what I'm saying? But nah, for real. I'm cool, bro. I'm cool on the bullshit, man. My position is just thinking about being smarter, bro. I've had my fun. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I didn't have to have the fun. It didn't help me gain. It didn't do nothing but gain me experience in debauchery. I value it because we're in a debaucherous world, but I'm trying not to be of this world. So I can't even value it like I used to. You know what I'm saying? Just how I think. But I'm gonna drop the link one more again. Look, my boy dropped the key in there. Man, shout out my nigga. Shout out to Brink TV, man. If y'all don't know who Brink TV is, the man has Memphis to Alabama to Atlanta, the southern region, when it comes to celebrity news, celebrity interviews, music countdowns. If you want to promote, holla at my guy Brink TV. Y'all go check his channel out. He's had some heavy hitters. And I say heavy hitters, I mean heavy hitters on his channel. So y'all go check my brother out. And he a pimp named Slickback. I'm just playing. Nah, but my boy do remind me of a P. He got that long hair. He kind of pimpish, you know what I'm saying? But he real though. He got all this success and he's the straight up guy. The guy pulled up to my house to do a podcast. I mean, come on. And the Mouse Network, damn, he in my city too. He know exactly who Brink is. Make sure y'all check out the Mouse Network too, man. Dope guy. Always showed us support. We didn't even know each other, and brother just started showing love and support. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all check them out. But I'm gonna drop the link one more time if somebody want to come on. And if not, I'm gonna get ready for work. Cause I still am a working man. I'm not, most of these guys, they're rich already, right? I work, you know what I'm saying? I go to work. You feel me? So, forgive me that I'm not a millionaire already, like everybody else seems to be. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. Link is now in the chat. And sir, here you can come on. You ain't got to cam up though. You don't have to cam up. I would like you to come on, but you ain't got to cam up though. You know what I'm saying? I trust you, bro. The link is in the chat. I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes. Let me sip this water because I'm on fire. Whew. But look, man. Hey, if I could tell, especially young brothers, if I could tell you anything, again, I want to say, don't stick your key in the home that you won't make a house. Ooh, that's cold, bro. That's cold. Like, see what I'm saying? God be working through your boy. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't even thought of nothing like that ever. You know what I'm saying? It was hitting me as I was saying it. And God was like, keep going, get it out there. And I prayed about this last night, bro. I prayed because I knew I was going to do this message because I felt it in my spirit last night. And I said, God, give me the words that I need to convey this message in the right way. And from the comments, y'all telling me I did. So I appreciate that. I feel it. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like I did the right thing today. But yeah, I'm gonna keep the line open a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna stay here too long. But yeah, that's my position. And shout out to Lady Navoa, my new mod, man. Did you? I can't see it on StreamYard. Did you get your wrench, love? I think I made you a mod. Pretty sure you should be. But shout out to her. Every time I see her in the chat, she coming through with some little tidbits of information. She just be, you know what I'm saying? With some of the stuff she be saying, I be like, please, may I have some more? Hell no. But we plan on going live more too, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, me and Ted some workers. We workhorses, man. We got people to provide for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's all good, love. You earned it. But we some working men, brother. So we try to figure these things out. Now we have conversations on an app called Bullhorn. It's a partnership we got. I should have loaded up some Bullhorn stuff. Matter of fact, I might be able to put it in the background. Oh yeah, Jenny the GOAT. You got the right teacher because Jenny is the damn GOAT. But yeah, as far as me and Tez, man, we some working men. For real. That's Bullhorn. If you go on your phone and you go to the app store, you can get this app called Bullhorn. That's what we do, reviews of our podcast that we drop for the week. And it's uncensored, unrated. We using every word we want to use. We having the raw conversation. Like Black Man Unfiltered, they had a good conversation last night. But if that was on Bullhorn, you would have got the real. They would have went in like they wanted to. That's a platform where we do that. We got a partnership with them. So make sure y'all go download that app, support us there. We have dope conversations over there, and we review our podcast. Now, our podcasts are long form and they're audio. We are uploading the videos. We got one dropping tomorrow, actually. I think it was called What Rights Don't Women Have? We'll be dropping that tomorrow. And also the 5100 podcast website, all this stuff, bro. We got all that there, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all check us out on Bullhorn. All right, we got Chocolate Thunder in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Sir Hill, what's going on, bro?
Hey, salute, my brother. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. I hear you. What's up with you, bro?
Excellent. Listen, first of all, this topic is near and dear to my heart. Excellent breakdown of this thing. Man, you're right. You're right. Men are not even conscious that they are attracted to how they were raised. They have no freaking clue, and you can tell in some of their faces, like when they be frustrated, like they know that they should be out of it. They know that they should be doing something different, but they have this deep confusion because they it's like they're fighting with themselves. Like, why are they still in it? And it's because they are literally attracted to what they've seen. And this is why it's so important. While we talk about a father being in a man's life, well, a positive mother is equally as important as that father being in his life as well, because that mother sets the whole tone. Like, so if mom doesn't teach him that he's worth love, he'll go through life never feel like he's worthy of that. If mama doesn't listen to him, he'll never think that a woman should listen to him. Like, whatever mom does, he takes that and then he projects that to the rest of the world, and then he accepts that.
Facts, bro. And I wanted to cover this because I wanted to do it in a way. And this is why men have to do this, because I wanted to do it in a way that didn't seem like an attack, like, you know, like who hurt you versus saying, brother, were you hurt by a woman? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to cover it from that aspect, because it just doesn't get talked about. It, like I said, you want to see black men love more black women, but you don't really hear I want to see black women love black men. It's not really covered from that angle, and that's why I always believe that our community is a matriarch. So in order to have this conversation, I had to address the matriarch, being the fact that I was raised by that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys are scared to do it because, like you said, even with relationships ain't just your wife or your girlfriend. It's your mother, it's your auntie, it's your sisters. If you say this type of stuff, it can seem like you're trying to attack, but I mean, somebody got to do it, Sir Hill.
Man, what you just said, you just preach some facts. It's always men, love your woman, which we should, man. Listen, I love women,
right?
Fellas, we love our women. Let's not get that twisted. But very rarely do I hear, you know what I mean, like, mama love that daddy, or mama love the man, or show show what love looks like. I'm being honest with you, I just don't see that very often. And it's an important thing, because for the mothers who are listening, whatever you give your sons, that emotional attention, that emotional stability, like, that's what he's going to go after. This is how deep it is. Even if there's a young lady who is healthy and whole, he's going to pass her up, because he's not going to go with what he needs. He's going to go with what he's familiar with.
Facts, bro.
So like, mothers, if you familiarize him with toxicity, well, you just create an appetite for toxicity. And this ain't 100% true, but this is such a big thing. So mamas model, if you toxic, mama, it's best to heal yourself, because your son is going to ultimately bring home another you one day.
And brother, like, and that's why I use myself as an example more than anything, because I keep telling people I wasn't raised in the projects, but I am a project baby. I like everything, and people would think that it's just limited to the hood. It's not, because the mentality starts in the hood. But we lived in good areas in my city. My mama was a hardworking HR manager or whatever. So we moved around a lot, but the mentality was the same. The household was the same. But to your point, though, I use a great example of Tez, right? Tez was raised with his father and his mother. And if you could see Tez's mama, I know he don't mind me saying it, but Tez's mama is like Virgin Mary. It's like she's like a perfect woman. And then you go look at the woman he chose. She fits the description, bro. And then I look at my mother, and this is not to knock my mother, it's just the reality. I got to keep prefacing that. And the woman I chose, they're identical. And both of them are single now. And I am single now. And it was a toxic situation when I was with my mama. And it was a toxic situation when I was with my baby mama. Come on, man. Y'all ain't hearing me, man. Y'all is not hearing me, man. That's my ex-wife.
Preach, my brother.
Now go ahead, brother. Go ahead. That's all I had on that.
No, I'm disagreeing with you, man. I wanted to come up because it's an important topic, and the thing with this kind of thing is you got to approach it very carefully, because this can easily turn into a rant where, this is why mothers are so and so. This is why I can't stand toxic mothers, and you got to approach it real carefully, because the goal for this is not simply to rain down on toxic mothers. It's to call out the significance that mothers play in the lives of their sons. I think you bro.
Come on up, Sherelle. I'll post the link again. You can come on. Anybody can come on, man. I got about 30 more minutes before I got to get ready to get out of here for work. I got to at least be leaving out of here about 4:15. So come on. Bring it on here. Well, go ahead, sir.
Oh, no, that's it, man. That's why I appreciate the way you handled that, man. Because you didn't come on here like, bashing anybody. You came on there talking about some real, and I respect that.
Yeah, I just wanted to get bro. I remember what this space was supposed to be. I don't like where it's going today, but like I give you your flowers, bro. Every time I'm on a panel or every time I'm in a chat and somebody says who's doing this or who's doing that, I always mention you. You know what I'm saying? There was a post by Daryl Long where he was like, the Black Manosphere won't cover this. And then just so happened you covered it. We sent it to him. We standing on business over here, Brain. Sir Hell, I can tell it's authentic with you, bro. That's why I rock with you. And I keep telling people, man, Sir Hell a real nigga, bro. He just a smart man. He just an educated man. He know how to dress down. But when he put them Adidas on, watch out, goddamn me.
When I put on the Adidas.
Come on back up, Sherelle. I got y'all. I'm about to click in, love. Maybe she has some issues. But yeah, man, I got to give you flowers, man. I always invite me to your show. The perspective that the perspective that you have is dope, man. So I just want to appreciate you, brother. What's going on with Sherelle? She keeps popping in and out. But yeah, I appreciate you, brother. I want to be like you when I grow up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I appreciate you, my brother. So I have a question with you. So what does a young man do if he grew up with a mother who did not provide a good example? Like there's someone he's got to purge that out of him. So what does he do?
I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not an absolute answer that will work for everybody. But it is, but people don't want to hear it. But I'm gonna say it anyway. You got to go to God, bro. Like I don't understand why people just run from that philosophy. I don't care if it's the Christian God, the Muslim God. People don't understand this about Christianity. It serves the non-believer too. People don't talk about that, but you need that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you saw the Father's Day sermon that TD Jakes gave a while back, but you might not have that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know guys that don't have that, and I try to be a helping hand to those brothers. But what I will say is, you need to get to a point where you accept God in your life, and also, I would tell him, brother, if you're gonna deal with a woman, don't be so quick to have sex with her, and pay attention to her mannerism. When she's on the phone, when she's talking to whoever, listen to how she talks. Listen to see if you see a whole lot of ratchetry, if she's disrespectful, how does she address people when you're around her. Those type of things you got to matter. But if you're in this situation, I don't know how to get you out. You got to understand your worth as a man. I can't really tell you that. I can just give you warning before, and I can tell you what to do after, because couldn't nobody tell me anything when I was in this situation. It took for some dramatic things to happen for me to realize I needed to leave.
Man, that's respect, my brother. Like, one of the things that I say as well, first of all, you're absolutely right about God. You have to have something bigger and deeper than yourself. You can't trust the logic to get you out. They got you in. So definitely agree with you on that part. But it's an important thing. You got to get around healthy women. Like, I tell men this all the time. Like I grew up thinking, CJ, like, real talk, I grew up thinking that all men were supposed to do is work and provide a paycheck. Like, that's all. Because I never heard a lot of women mention men to do anything beside those things. So I thought that that's what it was. And then until I got around women who were like, no, I don't need your money. No, I love you. I just want to be around. Like, it's fun. Like, hold on, it don't even feel real. And just think about that. How many guys are out there walking around and things that they should be getting because they're human beings, it feels unnatural because they never got that before. And they don't even know how to accept that in their life.
Yep. I went through that with the last chick I was dealing with, man. Like, and she come from a 2-parent home, and it was just some of the things she'll do. I'd be like, why you doing that? She's like, because I want to. Why you rubbing the back of my neck? Like, leave my neck alone. I just want to touch you. It's just stuff like that I wasn't used to. So you're right. Sherelle.
Hey, y'all. Y'all can hear me now?
What's happening?
Hey, Sir Hell.
Hey, Sherelle, what's good?
Hey, you missed the sermon, man. I gave a sermon today, man.
I didn't know. I just looked up and I was like, oh, you live? Because you said me you go live on Saturday. I'll be looking for you on Saturday and you be gone.
Yeah, man. I be busy, man. Then I got my little girl this Saturday, and the next Saturday is her birthday party. Lord have mercy. But yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to do stuff through the week randomly. You know what I'm saying? I try to send out more invites. But what's your thoughts? Just if you just read the title of what we've been saying, what you think about it?
And the title is like, do women choose to be single mothers?
No. It was black men choose single mothers they were raised by.
Yeah, I do think so. I just think I find relationships with single mothers and their sons a little creepy to me because of the amount of smothering that they do, right? And I think it's kind of creepy because like the world is not going to coddle you, you know what I'm saying? And so when women are like really, and especially if there's not a father there to put that structure in, and the woman is just constantly 100% coddling her son, it's like it makes him weak in a way. You know what I'm saying? I was speaking on this, and I always speak on this. See, I have a different dynamic, so I could never speak from the standpoint of I was raised by a single mother. I'm on the whole opposite stream. I was raised by a single father, right? So I know that I'm probably missing a lot of things that come from having a mother, but I'm strong in the areas of it where it comes from having a father. So I always say that a father's love is different than a mother's love. A mother's love is that nurturing, soft thing, and the father's love is structure and discipline. Now, the reason why I may turn out better because I was raised by a single father, in which statistics say when the father raises the children, they turn out better than the mother, it's because I don't expect my daddy never loved me like a woman. You know what I'm saying? So he loved me like a father, which means his love is structure, his love is order, his love is discipline. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that he didn't hug me and he didn't love me and he wasn't affectionate to me, but men love and correction.
Yep.
It's the way you carry yourself. It's the time you come inside.
Hold on, say that again. Men love and what?
And correction.
Woo-hoo.
So it's like, you know.
Shit.
So, and I think it's like this. If I told you, you should. If I told you should get an IRA, right? But you never had one, you probably can make it up in your mind that you don't need one. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot of. If I tell you need to travel outside of the country because the food is better in other countries because they don't have as many chemicals and a lot of the preservatives are banned in these countries, so their food tastes better. Because you never had it, you don't yearn for it, right? So I feel like it's a two-part. When a woman raises her children, the little girl that she's raising sees, I didn't have a father. I don't need a man. I don't need a father, and my kids don't need a father. And when she raises her son, he thinks, and it's like, it's sick. He thinks that because I didn't need a father, my children don't need a father either. The fathers that are in and out the lives of, I always tell people, because my daddy was never a rich man. I always say that. So I'm into men who are projects and don't need to have the bag. You know what I'm saying? Just have a good, morals and stuff like that. Be hardworking and stuff like that. So a lot of times when I do see people and they had a relationship with their father, they always say, because my daddy bought me Jordans. A lot of times men stay away because women treat them like you're only a check. So these men don't feel like they need to be influential in their children's life, as long as when they get money, they can buy these children things that they wish they had when they was growing up.
Yo, somebody touch a neighbor and say, men love incorrection. Men love incorrection. Man, she came through with a word. My boy Tez the Fire.
What's going on, bro?
I already know you on break or something, man.
Man, bro, you gonna make me lose my job, boy. You in here preaching, man. I'm in the car. I bet they like, what is man eat? Bro. But man, bro, I had to tap in on this one, bro. Like, man, you like I said, bro, God really speaking through you on this one, man. This a conversation that he couldn't have picked a better person to have, because you done been through it. And we talk about this all the time, bro. That real life experience ain't got it's the best thing you can have, bro. So you the perfect person to speak on it. But I did kind of want to not really ask you something, because I already kind of know the answer. But in the situation that you was in with your mother, bro, did you ever harbor resentment? And how did you work that out of yourself? Like, how did you lead it?
I did harbor resentment. The way I dealt with it was I forgave her, bro. That's basically what I did. I forgave her for her part in it. And as you know, we ain't released it yet, but I did a podcast with my daddy talking about this too, like their relationship, how it started and all that. I went to talk to both of my parents, and I sat down and I had the real conversation. Now, whether they kept it real or not don't really matter. It was just the fact that it was therapeutic for me. I mean, I'm an advocate for therapy, but I don't always see therapy as sitting down on the couch with the anger management coach or a therapist to tell you what's wrong. Sometimes I believe that therapy is facing the problem, and that's what I did. And I did harbor resentment, but after I had those conversations with my mother and my father, we still have issues. That's never gonna stop. But as far as the resentment and holding this against them, man, it was over, bro. It was over. So that's how I dealt with it. It might be different for somebody else, but I would say you got to face it. It ain't no other way. Yeah.
So, bro, I mentioned one more thing, because like I said, man, I know they already searching for your boy. But one, shout out to Sir Hale, shout out to what I'm sorry, Sherelle. I forgot the young Sherelle.
That's what I've been telling you about, man. The master troll in these spaces.
Yeah, okay. But shout out to y'all, especially Sir Hale, man. Look, everything CJ said, I second that. But the one thing I will say, bro, and I'll leave it at this, bro. You spoke about the one thing that we said we were gonna do more of, bro, and that's recognize God. Because, bro, me and you both know, bro, we couldn't be doing what we doing now as husbands, fathers, whatever, if it wasn't for him. Because, bro, me and you done had some breakdown, crying situations, bro. Yeah. But as a man, bro, you recognize where that strength come from and you keep it going, because ain't nobody out here rubbing you and telling you that everything gonna be all right unless you got that woman beside you. But like I said, man, I just wanted to chime in, bro. You preached today, and man, I couldn't have picked a better partner for the 5100 podcast.
You did. That's my guy. And look, man, my guy Tez the Fire. I'm more of the aggressive jumping these panels guys, so y'all might not be familiar with Tez, but man, Tez is a guy that we brothers in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we linking every week, we working, we putting this together. You know what I'm saying? And we actually have a mission of at least getting us closer to a space where black men and black women can love each other, but honestly, truthfully, with good faith, not the stereotypical stuff, just the real. Love me as the black man I am, love you as the black woman you are, and move forward. So that's what we all about. So I appreciate you coming on, my boy. I'm gonna let you go, man.
All right, bro.
All right.
Tez, much respect, my man.
Y'all got anything else, Sherelle, Sir Hale?
Nah, man, just listen, thanks for letting me on here, man. And I really appreciate your candor. You know what I mean? When you get on, you say what you got to say. You say it how you say it. If you got to fix it, gonna fix it later. But if no one can say that what you say doesn't come from a good place, and I respect that, bro. So much respect to you and what you're doing, my man, and a great subject today.
Appreciate you, brother.
And I appreciate you letting me on too. This is my first time ever been on a live panel with both of y'all, actually. So
Lit.
I just wanted to come in and say my piece. No, I am a troll, but if I feel it's safe enough in this space, I could be a real person, you know?
Yeah.
I just feel like if somebody gonna troll me, I will troll them. It's
Gonna get back.
Yeah, I would definitely give it back a little bit harder. I'm working on myself. Lord working on me, but definitely that. But I just feel like everybody should try to heal before they have kids, because we all come with, none of us make it out easy. We all have to go through something, especially when we coming from the hood. And we need to like try to face those things. And even if we can't recoup with our parents, because I don't have the best relationship with my mom, even if we can't always amend things, we need to still be able to heal from them so that we don't pass that along to our children. We are the millennials. We are the generation that's breaking these generational curses. Every curse that plagued against us. So that's what my advice is to everybody. Line up those curses that's plagued against you from your family, and just say, I'm gonna kill all these because my children I won't pass them along to my kids.
Facts, man. Look, I appreciate you, Sherelle. I'm gonna drop you down because I'm gonna get this final message so I can get ready for work. I appreciate you coming through, love. And we will be going live more. We figuring it out. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go live Saturday, and we having on. Y'all check this guy out named Bill Feezy. He a guy that tell prison stories and stuff like that. He's blowing up. But the brother got a good positive message. So I know next week we'll have him on. Saturday I will try to. I can't promise it, but I'll send it out to y'all. Saturday I will be doing What If Black Men Never Existed. That live. Where we're gonna talk about that. And I got a spin for y'all if y'all want to join, but. Appreciate you, Sherelle. I'm gonna go and drop you down, love. Thank you for coming. All right. So, I'm about done. My ass is hurting in this chair. You feel me? But if somebody else want to come on, they can. I'll give you a moment to come back on. I'll give you 10 minutes. Nah, you're gonna get 5. Fuck that. I'll give you 5 minutes if you want to come on. We all know. Look, Sherelle dope, man. Sherelle is that gal that can bring that fire, and she also can be a sweetheart. That's what I learned. But I don't know. It's crazy how long I done seen Sherelle in these spaces and like never said nothing to her. She been around for a long time. That's why she can talk like she talk. That's why she gets so much respect in these chat rooms. She say stuff that people will get blocked for all the time, but it's Sherelle. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all don't know, you don't know. But come on, Poppy. You can come on for a second, bro. If you want to come up real quick. You ain't got to put the camera on. I'll drop the link one more again. Let's go to the link, Poppy. Yeah. Oh, that's Poppy little boo thing too. We got a chat relationship, ladies and gentlemen. I pronounce you and wife. All right, come on, Poppy. Let me give you a second. My signal don't look too good. I don't know. Can y'all see me? It's like I'm losing signal. Oh. Y'all give me a second. All right. Big Bad Bull. Yeah, I play drums. Well, not no more. I play drums. My sister plays drums. My sister plays guitar. I come from a family of musicians. My grandmama was the pianoist in the church. Yeah, we come from a long line of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I might give y'all a sample one day, see if I still got it. But yeah, if you look at my music video, I was in the same place I'm in right now when I shot that video. So yeah, I come from a long line of musicians though, bro. that's how I end up rapping and making music and learning how to produce all that, because I come from it. It's in my genes, bro. So yep. Yeah, man. You know, you was that dude if you could play drums, bro. You know what I'm saying? All right, my guys here. Let's go. Mr. Blanco.
Yo, what's good, family?
We just got Mrs. Blanco TV off, so we got Mr. Blanco on now. So what's going on, bro?
Oh, damn. Who the hell is Mrs. Blanco?
Come on, stop playing, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
I don't want to
that,
say
man.
the wrong name. Hey, you know when you get caught? Remember when you niggas used to get caught and you trying to get more information to see what you coming from?
Like, what you mean, bro? What you
you needed an extra 5 seconds just to think what the fuck you was gonna say. Hold on, what? Well,
Let me
you
get my
ain't
hold
see
on.
me
I don't
over
want to
there,
say
man.
the wrong thing.
What's good,
Man, what's
family?
up with you, bro?
She just
Man.
got free, man. I was been running around trading little stocks, man. She happy nigga make $1 today.
Hey man, we're gonna have you on and have a conversation about that too. We trying to get more into education too, bro. Like put some brothers on games. We might have to set that up, bro. I got a couple guys that do it for a living too.
Yeah, like that's my main goal right there, man. Like I
Okay.
want to strictly just do that, you know what I mean? Because it's a lot of money on that field, bro. If you know what you're
Yeah.
doing, of course. So
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't got no problem talking about it. But I know in the teaching stage right now, because I'm
Okay.
I'm learning as I'm going to, but like trust me, I probably got like another strong month and a half, 2 months, like
Yeah.
studying the movement and the price action and everything. And then because most likely once I get it down, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a course and provide it to the people at a very you know what I mean, like affordable price, of course.
Yeah.
But I want to try pretty much. I'm gonna be my own. How can I say this? I'm gonna try it on myself. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
so I'm gonna be my own testament, and then
Okay.
put it to the people out there.
Okay. So you making sure your shit tight before you put it out.
Exactly. You know what I mean? I mean,
Okay.
if you want to get into it, my nigga, you know, all you have to do is just reach out to me, bro. I tell you everything.
Yeah.
I tell you everything I know for free, bro. You know what I mean? I fuck with you.
Yeah, I'm starting to get more into it, man. Like I got some stock with the company I work for. They gave me a 15% discount on it. So I bought a couple shares of it. I did some research on it. It's a pretty good company. You know, it's one of the biggest food companies in America. So, you know, that holds a little
What is it, if you don't want me to ask you?
Cisco.
Oh yeah. Hold on. What is their stock price?
$87.
No, when I'm trying to say the symbol, I think it's SIQ, if I'm mistaken.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah,
look on the phone. But what? Huh?
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying what you got on the what you got on the topic, man? Were you able to hear a good amount of it?
And about the damn it, I forgot about the child baby moms and stuff like that.
No, it was
Black
basically
men
like,
choosing to be with a single moms.
or like choosing the woman, like basically black men choose the single mother they were raised by. That's what I was getting at. Yeah, I broke it down.
Yeah, I ain't heard that part. I can't lay me. I just barely got free. But I heard the last part of it because I was still listening. I wasn't just because I wasn't paying attention like that.
So, what's your thoughts just hearing that title? Just give me that.
It's like I wouldn't say that's like I don't think that's normal. I think that's more like, I would say it's like 50-50. See what I'm saying? It's like 50-50. I think guys choose women of course, like we're trying to find the finest girl that we can possibly find, because we go by attraction first. That's our first indicator right there. You know what I mean?
Right. But see,
Then,
I had the position that of course we choose for attraction. But what I was talking about was you hear a lot of guys be like, I'm looking for a woman that reminds me of my mother, or that's like my mother. You know what I'm saying? And it's especially heightened when you raised by a single mother. I'm just because I was raised by a single mother. And I mean, a lot of my guys were, and that's just kind of how we thought until we got it. and it was like, well, we realized how fucked up our mamas was. You know what I'm saying? It might not have been a
Mhm.
good. It really wasn't a good thing to be looking for that, but that was our, that was what we saw, and we didn't really see her love a man. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we didn't know. We knew what we were supposed to do because they gonna tell me, like, mamas don't really put you on game. It's not because they.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's for a bad reason. It's just that they don't know how. They really don't know.
They
how
don't
to
know
put you on
exactly.
game. Yeah, they really don't know how. You know what I'm saying?
And they're looking at everything from the women lenses and
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yes.
So
yes.
It makes sense when guys make it makes sense when the men say that, because if you, let's say you your mom and then you a boy,
Mhm.
the mom always gonna cuddle you. See what I'm saying? She always gonna
Right.
baby, like she gonna pamper you. Don't matter how
Mhm.
old you is, she gonna pamper you.
Yeah, to a degree.
That's
Yep,
what you
she
got
will.
mothers. That's what you got mothers referring to grown men like this. You can be 25, 30 years old, talk about that's my baby. See what I'm saying?
Facts. And I went through this, bro, where like it was a fight with my ex-wife and my mama, like in a weird way, fighting to be my woman. It was weird, bro. It was weird, but it's like that dynamic gets weird. That's why I don't be liking when I see certain stuff like women like that's my little man, or he's the man of my house. It's like that shit weird, bro. Because I went through that, bro, and it's like it's damaging to when you actually want to have a real relationship with another woman, because they gonna clash. It's a lot of Ace Hood, the rapper, he went through a lot
Yes.
of that. His
With
mama
his-
was
with his
just
baby mom.
overbearing. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It
Yep.
just, if you pay attention, if you listen, man, I love and hey, listen, women talk. I love it because obviously they're gonna give you a lot of inside information. If you're smart, you just sit down and soak it in. You know what to do after that. And I
Right.
hate it because they always say the most outrageous, dumbest shit you can possibly think on it. That you be like, yo, dude, that shit make sense in your head, yo, and it actually makes sense in their head, yo. That's the crazy part about it.
Yeah. They think different than
And-
us, bro. They that's deep.
Exactly. It just
Yeah.
in my, like, if you pay attention, bro. I don't know if you like. You know what I like to listen to sometimes, like a lot of these girls in these spaces, they be having those dating shows, online dating shows. So they be having like a women call in looking for a man. Like I'll be watching when I got free time. Watch Kendra G, right? And the
Yeah.
other pretty girl, I forgot her name. Melanie Monica, whatever. her name.
Melanie,
Yeah, that's
Melanie King.
no Melanie. No, I'm lying. Melly Monaco.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
She a youngie. She a girl from French. She from France, and she got her platform is huge, bro.
Yeah.
You can type it in right now. Her name is Melly
Check
Monaco.
her out.
She pretty much
Okay.
doing the same thing that Melanie King and Kendra G, but the younger version. Because all the girls that she's putting on camera, they're young. They're on their 20s.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you pay attention what they say, they all say, "Oh, I don't want no mama's boy." I don't know. You have to pay attention. I pay attention to little stuff like that, but it tells you why they
Right.
don't want a mama's boy, because they don't want to fight for homeboys' love and
Yep.
quote unquote protection and resources with the mom.
Yep.
Like
That's
I
a
use
real
myself
thing.
as an example. Like
Okay.
I pay my mama bill. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she don't got a husband right now, so I got to kind of like.
Yeah.
I feel like I think it's my
Wait a
duty to kind of help
Wait
my
a
mother.
minute. You mean you don't hate women, Poppy? You actually do for your mother? Really?
Now the crazy part is I have to near. We had a full blown fight because I didn't want my mama working like 2 jobs, man. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She like what? She go like on her sisters now. I don't want her over there like working 8 hours and turn around and work another 4 or 6 hours somewhere else. I'm like, yo, listen, mom, I'm gonna send you $1,000-$1,200 every month. Just keep one of those jobs and everything. I'm gonna send it to you. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to do it. You see what I'm saying? Because she's like, oh, you got your kids, this and that. Like, no, man, listen, I can handle it.
Yeah.
And he just like that. And then to kind of find out now that I'm on the internet, bro, they look down on that shit. They call me, I'm quote unquote call some husband.
Yeah.
That's-
But no,
that-
like
that would be.
now, honestly, like
Go
that
ahead.
is like it's a like some people put a negative connotation to it. I don't, but like if we being honest, like that's kind of what you are. because you have to. That's what a lot of boys. Because I was like that. I don't do it now because she's well off, but I paid bills when I was 17. It wasn't no man there. Like, who else gonna do it? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like I don't always view it as a negative thing. I feel like it shouldn't be that, but it is what it is. We can't worry about what it should be. When you in the situation, you in the fucking situation. And I want to hold on real quick because I want to say this.
These women have fucked you niggas up.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, for real, like, it is what it is when it is what it is. Like, it ain't no like when I was younger and I would ask guys about advice, older guys, sometimes they'd be like, well, you shouldn't have got her pregnant. Well, nigga, my daughter's here. So like trying to talk to me about what I should have done is kind of like
It's too late.
You know what I'm saying? It's too late.
Too late.
Basically, yeah.
Me, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm kind of like, I got old school traditions, bro.
Mhm.
Maybe because even though that I'm a black man, but I come from different culture. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So what I'm saying is this: like, I'm a believer of, if a man is well off, if he like, most men, like, I would like to have my girl at home. I don't want her working. You see what I'm saying?
That's how I think too. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I would like, because there is no better teacher for your own kids than her own goddamn mother.
All right, and she gonna get that lesson from you. She gonna break it down. Yep.
Exactly. And another thing we gotta throw in there too is it's crazy outside, bro. Like, I listen. I watch the news and stuff like that, man. Every time I watch the news, I should just terrified the shit out of you, man. It's always somebody touching kids. You see what I'm saying? It's always
crazy, bro. That's how I think, bro. Like,
here.
That's how I think, bro. Like, that's why, I'm not ready for my wife yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still building. I'm gonna get ready to hop on the road and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm stacking up bread, trying to put my daughter through private school pretty soon. So, and she, goddamn it, cheerleads for the University of Memphis, the little cheer squad. That shit ain't cheap. So it's like I'm in a position where it's like I can't pay all the bills. I can do it for myself, but a good living for me and a woman, I can't do it. So I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not actively looking for that. I'm out. If I run into her, fine, but I won't move her in or bring her into the home until I could say. I just think like that because I don't want you out there. I got that. I'm built for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
This is my thing that I came up with. I came up with this like a few years ago. Like, for example, like right now, like,
shout out to Mark.
Listen, I live by myself right now, so obviously, if a girl can go moving with me, like, she ain't gonna be extra away from me, right?
Right.
However, since I'm on the way to trying to get that real money, if she wanna work, we're gonna use her money we're gonna try to turn that money. I don't got no problem paying the bills, but I will use her money to try and, like, we're gonna flip that money pretty much. That's what I'm saying. Especially me, I got like 2 avenues to make money. So what we will do is, if she's down with it, of course. And obviously, she moving with me, she got to be on my program at that point. So she, whatever say goes. That's the way I move. But like, we will use her bread to try to, like, invest into the business like that, and we're gonna turn that 20 to 15 to 100. You see what I'm saying? And stuff like that onto, and that would be like you will have a 5-year program, 7 years down the road. Guess what? That 20,000 initial investment should be about 300,000-400,000 at that point down the road, because you're supposed to go up, damn. You know what I mean? And after that, be like the 5 year, like, hey, baby, listen, you don't have to go nowhere, baby. You stay on. We good now. Yeah. We good over here.
Yeah.
Pretty much built.
Yeah, so
and to me, that's like a beautiful, that's exactly, that's the right word. To me, that would be a beautiful thing to do, but, like, you know what I mean? So at that point, I think most, if a woman got a good head on her shoulder, she will be down with this program. But, like, man, we know that that's kind of hard to come by nowadays.
Yeah, you got to be real selective, man, and that's the thing. Like, that's underestimated. It's like, well, choose the right one. Well, can you show me where the fuck she is? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more difficult because, and it's not. I wouldn't just say it's because it's like the women are bad per se. is that it's a mind shift. Like
Yes.
like today, like it's like it's just a mind shift. Like they don't think in terms of tradition, even if they say they want it. What they really mean, what a lot of women mean when they say they want the traditional, is they just don't want to work. Like that's it. It's like they're not really even thinking about the duties that come with, like, staying home mama ain't easy. Like that ain't no fucking easy job, bro. Like
Especially
I saw my grandma
Yeah.
do that. Like facts. That's a difficult thing to do. And don't think you're gonna be just so bored, motherfucker. You gonna have something to occupy your time, especially with kids.
You want to handle our business while I'm in the road.
And that's and don't get me wrong, I say this all the time. Like I would love to have a woman, you know, going through what I'm going through, because it'd be an additive bonus for me. Like it'd be some alleviation. Like you ain't gotta work, just make a nigga a lunch. You feel me? Like have a nigga clothes ready. So it's just like I just get up and go. I can maximize my sleeping time, nigga.
The thing is nowadays, bro, in today's society, it's being ingrained in females' brain that being like a housewife is a bad thing. So as soon as you say the word a housewife, they already associated with slavery. I hear that all the time. Like, what you think I am? You're a slave? I'm like, you know what? You got it. You're right. No, I already know. When there is no. Once people made up their mind, it's kind of hard to get them out of their mindset. Okay. You know what I mean? They might suppress it a little bit. I don't believe people change. I believe people suppress a lot of their shit. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just like
we're the power couple generation, bro. That's what we are. It's like we're more focused on like, okay, I'm getting the bag, she getting the bag, and the kids just they'll be fine. It's like nah, that's yeah, basically that's what it's turning into, bro. That's why I'm saying, like, it's not necessarily that women are bad, it's the way that they're thinking. It's what's being pushed out here. And it's like, bro, there's a working formula, bro. Hell, I like your formula. And even with your formula, it ends in her sitting her ass down. Like that's what we trying. Most men, if they could, would pay all the bills, bro. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like most men want to sit their woman down. Yes. Go ahead. Go into it.
And the crazy part, I did it already, brother, with the mother of my kids.
Me too.
This is what I did, man. Like we started dating. She was going to college. So and then she started go to law school because she wanted to be a lawyer, right? She got her bachelor's from Arizona State University. So she wanted to go to law school. Now, for people that don't know, when you start going to law school,
hold on, Bobby. Did she like to argue, so you sent her to law school?
Nah, she wasn't gonna cheat. She had that shit in her mind from the get-go.
That's that young Dolph verse. I thought you might have knew it. I guess you don't worry about it.
Yeah, so she started going to law school. Like, for people that don't know, when you go to law school, you sign a contract that the school is the only thing you can do. You cannot work, because that shit is so string, so goddamn hard that I'm gonna put it to you like this: you have to read like 500 pages per day type shit, and write fucking 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 words, papers, and shit like that on a weekly basis, right?
Yeah.
So she's one of those prideful girls that she didn't want to ask nobody for shit. So she went to law her first semester. She was doing bad, and she was about to fail because she was going to school and she was trying to work at the same time. That was killing her school stuff. So I told her, like, yo, man, listen, you don't have to worry, man. I'm gonna pay your rent. Don't worry about it. And we figured out the rest obviously if I eat, you gonna eat. Like I already so I was some wild shit, so I didn't want him to move in with me and shit like that. So I got her own place. She finally listened to me, bro. In law school, I paid her bill for 4 years. Like a law school is 3 years, but then again, it's another year because once they finish with law school, they have to study for the bar, and that takes a whole year to study for the bar and pass it. Yeah. So so I did it before. It's not like I'm talking from a point of ignorance. No, I know what I'm talking about. I pay the females. I pay
you have to
do
it, bro. And that's what that's what annoys me about this space, because you can't talk this shit if you haven't done it. Like, that's why I know that paying all the bills won't make her more submissive, nigga. Like that's not reality. Either she's submissive or she not. Like, I did it for 2 years. I paid all the bills for 2 years, and I always paid, even before I paid all, I always paid the heavy bills. You know what I'm saying? I always did that. So
the rent,
when guys get to talking about the rent, you know what I'm saying, the insurance on the car, the light bill, and in our city, the light bill, the gas bill, and the water bill all one. So I pay, and they robbing because they the only one in the city. We call them MLG and robbers. But anyway, but I did all that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's what I realized. Like, bro, it does not matter if the woman ain't right. This shit don't matter. Like, you can pay everything. It don't matter. But go ahead.
Yeah, like and even like right now we working to something. Like, as of right now we ain't together. But one thing I always give her credit. She's a great mother of my kids and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? So, and she became a lawyer now. She's a full-blown lawyer getting some great money. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And that's one thing I was always worried about. But if something happens to me, at least I know my kids in great hands. Like I know my kids, they ain't gonna be broke. I know that for sure. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because her money and my money, my kids, they right and spoiled. It's not even funny. Like, my little girl birthday's tomorrow, man. She gonna get at least like 20 gifts or something like that.
Yeah.
My oldest. So I heard it's your little girl birthday sometime this week, right?
It's actually next week. It's the 17th, and we doing
mine's tomorrow.
Okay, how old your baby girl turning?
She about 7.
Yep, mine turning 7 too. That's crazy. That shit crazy.
Yeah, we having a party.
We doing a birthday
We having
party.
a party for her. We having a party for her on fucking. We renting. You probably don't go. This place is pretty big. You probably have it in your city. It's a place named Maven where they got a bunch of games. And like
yeah. We got that.
Okay, we renting that shit for 3 hours. I mean, online for 2 hours, and bunch of pigs and food. Man, that shit's so expensive, my nigga. Goddamn.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm taking her. Her birthday party is at Urban Air. You know, that jumping place where, like, it's crazy, bro. I be out there with their ass too, but I be out there with their ass too. But that shit for the party room, for the pizzas, for the full experience, that shit like $450, bro. Like, damn.
Shit.
I mean, I'm gonna pay it, but I'm just like, damn.
Yeah,
but see, that's what we do, bro. Like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard the beginning of my situation where my baby mama was complaining about not getting a child support payment. I'm like, well, I just started a new job, so they gonna take it out my check. If not this check, the next one for sure. And I was like, but you know, I'm having a birthday party for her. And she was like, well, I can do that. And this is why I be hitting home this child support stuff. That they try to X you out as a father with that shit. It's not just the money, bro. So you telling me it's a problem because I'm not doing the birthday party through you because you can't touch the money. Like, nah, I'm a father without you. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't. Like I said, this story don't get told, man. This story don't get told. See, I'm glad you came on here and talked about what you did, because a lot of brothers do it. It's just we don't fucking scream it from the mountaintops, but we just do what we supposed to do.
Yeah, because like, you're right. This story never get told, and if you start really telling this story, bro, they ain't gonna believe you too, because you lie. You're like, all right, man, you got it. You know what I mean? That's why I don't argue with these people. I mean, I argue if I'm on some like joking shit, I probably go back and forward a little bit with you.
Yeah.
That's why I don't take a lot of these niggas serious, bro. That's why I told you. I don't know if you noticed that the other day. You was like, man, I'm done with this. I'm like, my nigga, this niggas is fucking joking. Don't even pay attention.
It's cornball shit. Like that. But I ain't gonna lie, fool. That shit made me mad though, cause it's like, bro, people get deleted behind shit like that where I'm from, and it's like y'all playing tough. It's like, nah, bro. If anything, you got an issue with them. If you want to drop your address, cool. But why you announcing it? Like, it's like, bro, get out of here with this shit. Get out of here.
Just do it. Yes, exactly. But the thing is, bro, like I always, you see the same thing I see. It's like this, bro. He said his daughter's 7 too. Yeah, I read that too. that only works if it's in Instagram or like whatever the app or TikTok, because most people on Instagram actually live in the same city. They know each other.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
They go to the same clubs and shit like that. In
Right.
YouTube, bro, like, listen, all I know from you, I mean, you my dog, but all I know from you is you in Memphis. And
Yeah.
right now I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. Do you honestly believe, my nigga, like if you drop your address, I would have to get to Memphis, get a rental car. Look at all that trailing going on. I have to get a car, then find a homie to sell me a gun real quick. Then I gotta worry about where the fuck you at.
You know what I'm saying? And then you in my city. I got the ups on you, bro.
Exactly. That sounds like a $5,000 trip right there on the Ghost.
Just to go to the pen or go to the casket. Like, come on, bro. Stop it.
So that's how you know this shit is real. Now on Instagram, I believe you because now these people know each other. Like, know all of them, but the majority of people know what they hang out with. Oh, like if I'm in Memphis and you post you outside on Memphis, I know exactly what. Oh man, that's Martin Luther King Boulevard right there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's kind of like the same thing that happened to John Dove. He posted like a couple minutes ago, the niggas drop on him. Blam.
Yep.
Oh, I know where that at, man. That's in gas station on 51st and 7th.
Yep. He got killed right around the corner where he grew up. Yep. But I mean, and that's, but like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, Dolph had real beef though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was real beef in the streets. So it's like when you drop your location, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't take kindly to that shit. Cause it's like it's just lame to me, bro. It's just, you know what I'm saying. I don't mean to. I'm not trying to beat the brother Daryl down, but it's like, bro, you don't handle business like that. You know, that's why when I got in the chat, I was like, bro, you know better than that shit. You should. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here. Like, I didn't come here to be entertained per se. I came to this space to drop game, learn game, and fellowship with brothers that been through the same thing we've been through. Like, that's what I came for. I ain't come for the drama, fool. So
here's my advice to you, bro. Like, you got your own channel, you're doing good right here. This is what we're doing right here, right? Use your channel to rap all the game you want to, but expect to be on some foolery and other people's shit. Yeah. Just put that in your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like
I rock with you, Sir Hill, and Black Man Unfiltered. Little podcast every now and again, but it'd be too many people over there and it'd be too much joking and stuff. I'm at some point I don't want to do all
that. I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy the shit, man. But once I'm free, laying back in my couch, I'm like, let me see what's going on. But I'll probably
I'll watch, but I won't hop on all the time.
I just love to listen to people's shit, my nigga, especially girls. Girls be killing me. They be having me rolling, son. And like, that's what I'm telling you. You should get on that. Start listening to this dating show when it comes to like Kendra G and fucking Melly Monaco. She's the worst because Melly Monaco, the joint is like, for example, she usually mess with a lot of Instagram models, right? So obviously, then girls gonna be looking good. So like 40, 50 guys lined up to talk to her. She dropped the stranger link and people start hitting it. And then if she don't like you, she's gonna say pineapple. So the show is designed pretty much to like straight up embarrass niggas. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It don't matter what kind of game you drop on her, she gonna tell you pineapple.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to check that out, bro. But you know, like, I want to make it clear, though. Funny. I'm not against having fun, bro. Like, I don't want to make it seem like that. But it's like with certain topics, I'm not here to play. Like, I'm here to actually like
of course
get something.
That's
you know
what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling you. Use your platform, nigga, to say that you're real, how you really, you know what I mean, what you think, and kind of tell, man, I mean, I did that before, so you should do it this way. You know what I mean? Use your platform for the serious stuff, but when you go somewhere else, expect to be on some bullshit.
I get you. That makes sense though, because everybody ain't gonna have that same energy I got, man. But I'm gonna give you your final thoughts. I'm gonna give you your final thoughts, bro. I'm gonna get ready to wrap up. I gotta get ready to go to work, bro. So
yeah, man.
Give me your
great
final
show,
thoughts,
man. Great show. Please, everybody, subscribe to my man CJ, man. Let's get this man to 2,000 subscribers, man. And you know, I'm gonna be over here a little bit more often, yo.
Okay. Make sure y'all go check out Poppy Blanco TV, man. The realest nigga on YouTube, other than myself. And the man hilarious, bro. Poppy, but me and Poppy always, it's like you ever seen that meme? You remember on what movie was that? Was it Friday when Mike Epps and what's the name was pointing at each other like that's how I be. That's how I be in the chat.
That was all about the Benjamins.
All about the Benjamins. Like that's how I be. That's how I be when I hop in the chat and I see Poppy. I'm like, I know it's one real nigga. You know what I'm saying? We usually line up with what we think, man. But
yeah.
Anyway, y'all make sure y'all go check out my guy. Oh yeah, pretty much. Like, cause we think we cut from the same cloth, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I listen to what you got to say, even if I don't agree. You know what I'm saying? Just out of respect, so.
We're not gonna agree with everything in life, though. That's like
right.
Even twin brothers don't agree on certain stuff.
Right. Yeah, man. But I'm gonna go and wrap it up, bro. I appreciate you coming through, my boy. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. All right, bro. Well, great show. Shout out to my mods, my new mod, Lady Navoa. My new mod, where my boy at? Mouse Network. I think I made Poppy a mod. If I didn't, I will when I get off of here. And shout out the OG in the space, man. I always dropping science, holding brothers accountable as you should, even if I don't agree. And me and Big Bad Bull definitely had conversations where we didn't agree, but it's always been respectful. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to guys like him, man. And I'll get with y'all Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Get in order, and me and Tez will sit down and chop it up. And I want to shout out to my brother Tez, man, because Big Bad Bull definitely gonna get a mod. I'm gonna get him one too. But I want y'all to understand something about my guy Tez, man. I'm the more aggressive guy. He's the more calm and reserved, and that's how we balance off of each other. You know, he was 2-parent raised. I was single mother raised. He's married. I'm divorced. We kind of play off of each other, but it's crazy how we still have the same stance as men, and that's what we all about over here. I'm not with woman bashing, but I will hold a woman accountable in a hot second, and I will point out negative behavior. You know what I'm saying? But just want to let y'all know, man, we really trying to have some work here. We're really trying to put a how can I say? We're trying to close this gap between black men and black women, but not just hearing black women's side. We know that side. We really trying to do it from a perspective that you can understand us. Truly take the time to understand us. And I ain't coming with red pill talking, but I'm not red pill. I believe in some of the things that red pill guys believe in, but we real pill over here, bro. That's just what it is. I'll call a dude out quick as I call a woman out. I'm actually harder on brothers, you know what I'm saying? But I usually like to do that behind the scenes. You feel me? I usually try to, holler at brothers man to man, because I usually can get through to them like that. You know, I hold men and my family accountable. There was a situation where I got a cousin that lay up on the women, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, bro, when he came to my spot, I'm like, bro, you don't see how I'm living? You don't want your own? You don't want to have a woman in your space that can, feel safe and secure in your space? You know what I'm saying? And that's the cousin I looked up to growing up. I hold his ass responsible. I'm not against holding men accountable. What I am against is going against other brothers for the sake of views. So we real pill over here, man. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I'm gonna leave these last comments on here. And yeah, shout out to my brother Sir Hell. I'm telling you, the man is the GOAT out here. You know what I'm saying? You see how I can say that without having no fucking feelings about it? I just believe it, my nigga. I'm not in my feelings. I do good things too, but Sir Hell is just on a different level, bro. So shout out to him. But we're gonna get up out of here, man. So make sure y'all hit that like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe, and you can cash app us at the 5100 podcast. If you choose not to, that's fine. But the like is free, so get that to me. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go and get up out of here, man. It's nothing but love, and this your guy CJ100 of the 5100 podcast. You dig.
Enough, yeah, that's